Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. Now, if you're new to the channel, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. This is the show where you guys send in your messiest, toxic, most out-of-pocket predicaments, and I attempt to break them down, giving my honest and unbiased feedback. Now listen, I'm a comedian, not a therapist, so ain't no guarantee I'll be able to help fix your life, but I can provide laughter along the way and call it like I see it. So without any further ado, let's get into the episode. They're married, but the child we share together is more important, so I don't understand why he keeps putting her first. Mike, my child's father doesn't seem to understand that. Even though he's married now, his wife should never come before me in certain situations. Like this video if you think she's already full of shit. We have a lifelong connection from sharing a child together, and she could be his wife one minute and gone the next. Divorce rates are definitely at like 51% now. The only thing that ties them together is a piece of paper. That piece of paper is a legal document as well as a vow before God, but you know, tomato, tomato. And they only been together for 4 years. Our son is 11, so our bond is more than double the amount of time theirs is. So double the amount of time, and he still chose to marry her over you. Stay alert, stay alive. When Mother's Day comes around, she gets showered with gifts, as he should. And I don't even get a Happy Mother's Day text. Now, why would you? And yes, she has a kid, but not by him. I'm the mother of his child, so I should be the one being celebrated. Tell your son to celebrate you. It's Mother's Day, not Baby Mother's Day. I know it's not all men, but some men have really lost touch with what it means to be a real man. As soon as I hear a woman telling somebody what a real man is, I automatically tune out. Move out on safe, shorty. Our grandfathers would have an entire family across town and would still show up for both no matter what. Yeah, that was called a mistress, not a mistake, unlike you. But men nowadays can't even be there for the one woman they have a child with, and it's really pathetic. Like if I tell him I'm short on my rent one month or I need some money to help with the utilities, he can't even do that for me. It seems like you need to find your own man and leave him be. That ship done been sailed. Talking about don't ask him for anything more than the child support he already sends. That money is for our child. The money I'm asking for is for me. And that would be called alimony. But since you was never a wife, unlike his current joint, you gets no bread. And you know when you had a child with me, we were connected for life. A marriage doesn't change that. Mike, how can I explain this to him so he understands? Because he's just not getting it. I'd really like to believe that you're trolling me, but something deep down in my soul tells me that you're dead serious. You really believe that you should take priority over his wife. And the crazy thing is, this is why I don't believe you're trolling me, is because you said things in a letter that I'm smart enough and intellectual enough to realize that if you said some of those things with enough emotion or passion to somebody who's not really like that sharp, they ain't got that much common sense, what you were saying would sound like you have a valid point. Exhibit A, you said, we share a child together, we will be in each other's lives forever because of this child. We share a close bond because of that, right? That's his wife today. She could be gone tomorrow. Divorce rates is like 51%, something like that. So you are right about that. And if somebody will be like, damn, she do got a point. They're going to be together forever. But I know a couple people, they got married. They ain't even with the person no more, but they still going to parent-teacher conferences. And they still doing stuff with the kids. So they're around each other all the time. Maybe she should be the priority. There's someone who would think that. But the reality is you're using, you're using illogic to try to get this. You're looking at a what if in the future hypothetical situation to put yourself as priority right now. Currently, I don't care what happens. Currently, he is with his wife. So just imagine if they never get divorced. Your child will become 18, 20, 21, 30 at some point, and he will never have to see you, deal with you, or talk to you ever again if he chooses not to. Because anything that goes wrong with that child or whatever, he can just go and deal with the child himself. Something happens, God forbid, your child get into an accident or something, need a donor. You might have a word with him. Yeah, we got to figure this out. Cool, but that's it. Y'all not spending time together. Y'all not kumbaya-ing in the ER, none of that. Like, so if you look on the other side of it, yeah, what if he never gets divorced? Then you're not the priority. So the reality is you have to deal with what's happening in the present. He's married right now. You're never the priority. I don't even get a Happy Mother's Day text. Now, we'll say this. That I don't agree with, but I also don't disagree with it, because me and my child's mother have an up and down relationship, and she has a boyfriend now. I never text her Happy Mother's Day or give her a card or anything, especially now that my daughter's 16. There's no reason for me to communicate with her. Back in the day, I would buy a card or money or something and put it in a card and address it from my daughter, for my daughter to give to her because she was a child, like a young child. Now I don't really have to do that. So if he does it, cool. If he doesn't do it, cool too. It doesn't matter. Like, that's a preference. He's not wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you did give him a child, but whoop-dee-doo, like Young Thug said, who cares? That y'all relationship is over. And the crazy part is, you're not the priority because if you think about it, they've been together 4 years. Your child is 11. So a minimum of 7 years and 9 months have you had a head start on Girly to win him over and make him propose to you and prove to him that you should be his wife as well as mother of his child, and he chose not to do it. So whatever's going on between y'all, and I ain't putting all the blame on you, know what I'm saying? It just might be y'all together might not be a good fit. You might be perfect for somebody else, but for him, he's like, nah, I can't stand her. I'll never put a ring on her finger. She's not worth it. You just got to accept that. Move on, find a new man, and worry about that. You're not getting no text. You're not getting no money. You're not being prioritized over his wife. That's a dub. Charge that to the game, shorty. It's over for you. You know what I'm saying? That's my advice to you. Fall back, because what happens is if you keep pushing the bear, wifey might pull up with her aunties or her sisters and lay hands and feet on you. You know what I'm saying? Make you atone for your sins. So stay alert, stay alive. My boyfriend got hooked on drugs and now I don't know whether I should stay or if I should go. Mike, my boyfriend's a junkie. Oh, wow. Looks like we're off to a great start. And I'm conflicted on whether I should wipe my hands clean and walk away. Speaking of clean, that's what your mans need to do. Get clean. Or should I stick by him and try to help him get sober? When we met, he only smoked, but at some point he started popping pills. Alexa, play Pills by Gucci Mane. And for a short period was drinking lean, but now it's just the pills that are an issue. Pop 1, pop 2, 2 hash, that's 3. He served in the Marines and gets a disability check. Damn, you out here dating Private Percocet in the opium army. That's nasty work. So he doesn't have a traditional 9 to 5, but he does make beats, and when he's not nodding off all doped up, he is really talented. Nothing turns me off more than working all day and coming home and seeing him looking like a dope fiend in a chair like a zombie. Nah, she done knocked out a 12-hour shift and came home to her man slumped in a chair like Skip from Dead Presidents. And did nothing all day because he's been popping pills. I want to walk away so bad. Like this video if you think she's full of shit. But a part of me feels bad to leave him like that, but the situation is affecting my mental health, and he has no desire to get clean. Is this addiction or a decision? It's an addiction and a decision, because everybody got a decision on whether they want to keep doing drugs or not. He has a decision to get clean and then no longer will be addicted. Well, he might always be an addict, but it's one day at a time. My mom was addicted to drugs for a long time, and she finally made a decision to get clean. So the answer to your question is yes, it's both. But should you leave? Should you stay? That's not something I can actually tell you. I can give you a suggestion on what I think you should do or what I think might be a helpful decision for both of y'all, but I can't tell you what you should or shouldn't do because I'm not in that relationship. I don't know what else he's done for you. If he's been there for you for something that maybe you were going through, like I don't know any of that. But what I do know is that you say you met him, he just smoked. Cool. I don't know if you smoke or not. You doing your thing. You didn't have a problem with that. Then at some point it escalated to the, you know what I'm saying, the yerkies. He started popping them joints. You're like, all right, slow down, dog. You know what I'm saying? Then he started getting the styrofoam, the double cup, throwing that back like he was Future. Then I guess he got rid of that, stopped doing that. I don't know if it was like a supply, like a lack of supply, or he just don't like how it tastes or whatever. But now he's not doing that no more. And now it's just the pills. You said he's a former Marine. He gets a disability check. Maybe what he's doing with those pills came from something that the VA gave him. Like maybe he, went in for a surgery or something they gave him. He got addicted to that and now he can't get off it. Maybe he's dealing with PTSD and this is the only thing that helps him cope. So there's a lot of things that I don't know about the story, but if he's just abusing drugs because it's the lifestyle he lives when he's like in his studio making beats or doing whatever, then nah, he needs to get cleaned up. And here's the thing, you said he has no desire to get clean. Well, why is that? Does he have an issue with his lifestyle? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if he's popping pills, getting high and doing all that or whatever, and it's not affecting his life at all, minus you, I know you're important to it, but I'm just saying, let's take you out of the equation. If he didn't have a girlfriend and nothing else in his life was going astray because of this, minus his health is definitely declining, whether he knows it or not. But from what he could see, if his life is perfect every day, wakes up, pops a couple pills, whatever, makes a beat or two, sells it, nods off, wakes up, watch TV, whatever, if he's happy with that, then nothing you say can convince him to get clean because he doesn't see an issue with it. It's not affecting his life. It's only affecting you and how you look at him. Because it don't even seem like it's affecting you guys together. Like you said, nothing turns me off more than working all day. When I come home, he's just sitting in the chair. He's like, nodded off. Are you mad that he's not working because he got a check? Seems like that might be more of an issue. Like you go and bust your butt all day, had to get up early in the morning, deal with a boss, traffic in the car, whatever, come home, and then he's just chilling all day with not a care in the world. Maybe that's really more the issue. Maybe it's not the pills. Like I know for a woman that would give me the ick to see my man just not doing anything and looking like that. But are you more mad that he's going through that? Or are you more mad that he doesn't have a traditional life in the sense you do where you got to get up and go bust your butt every day? You have to ask yourself that because that's what it sounds like more to me. And again, if nothing else in his life is going bad because of it, I'm not saying he should keep doing it. Nah, it's definitely killing his system. His liver is going to be shot. But as of right now, there's not a reason for him to change. Now, if you come to him and be like, yo, listen, this got to change or I'm leaving you. And then he's like, all right, well then dip. Well, then you got your answer. You leave him to his own devices or whatever. Whatever happens, happens. Wish him well, say a prayer for him, whatever you got to do. But be on your way. But you really have to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, am I more mad that he's ruining his life with these drugs? Or is it that just he's having a life that I don't get to live? And it could be a combination of both. But if you care about him, I would suggest trying to get him into rehab, telling him why this isn't good. And don't say, I just don't like looking at you like that. That's not going to be enough reason for him. You got to be like, yo, I read something, man. This is going to kill your liver. I care about you. I don't want to lose you. You got to be empathetic to him and make it seem like that what he's doing is hurting him more than it's hurting you. Because the moment you make it about you and not him, then it'll come off as you're being selfish. Like you only want me to change for you. You don't care whether I'm sick or not. You just don't like how I look or the fact that you've been working all day and got to come home and just see me chilling. He's not gonna receive that well. He's gonna be looking at that like, nah, you a hater. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be empathetic and make it seem like you care more about his well-being and you want to get him fixed. And if he's like, nah, I'm good like this, then you got your answer. Just leave. Go find somebody who doesn't indulge in the perk 30s. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. So that's my advice to you. I hope it works out. I hope he gets clean just for the sake of his own health. You know what I'm saying? He's a former veteran. I know sometimes for the nightmares, the PTSD, you try to find a way to cope. That might be it. I understand. So I definitely have empathy for him in that scenario. But as a man, you still got to make the change. You can't just keep saying, well, I went through this and this is why I'm like this. Cool beans. That's not your fault, but getting better is. So that's my advice to you. Stay alert, stay alive. My boyfriend had 3 jobs in the last 8 months and he keeps on getting fired. It's giving me the ick. Mike, I've been with my boyfriend for 8 months and his behavior is starting to seriously turn me off. It's only been 8 months and he already passed you the ick like an STD? Nasty work. When we met, he was working as an electrician apprentice, then suddenly announced that he quit on the spot. No warning, no plan. Sounds like he got fired. I'm still not convinced that he didn't get fired because something ain't adding up. Yeah, he definitely got fired. Since then, he bounced between jobs like it means nothing. He picked up a fast food job and quit almost immediately. Not gonna lie, going from light switches to being told, yo, light ice, I would have quit too. Then he started a mechanic job in August. Mechanic? Nah, my man's a jack of all trade, master of none. And got fired this Wednesday. Like this video if you think he's poor as shit. What disturbed me the most was how he reacted. Now, what should have disturbed you was that he's back to being a bum again. No stress, no responsibility, no shame. He just joked about it and act like losing another job was normal. Well, to him, it kinda is. Meanwhile, I'm in law school, working full-time and trying to build stability. We don't live together, thank God. And honestly, with how he acts, I don't even want to consider it. His pattern feels like a massive red flag, and I'm starting to wonder if this is who he really is. Should I be concerned or am I overreacting? Shorty, you done got cuffed by a grade A loser. Homie, I don't even know how he's a jack of all trade, master of none. Boy was doing an electrical apprenticeship, then went to Burger King, and then bounced back and was doing art like at a mechanic shop, tuning up engines. The fact that he can work on cars and wire a house for power, but somehow in the middle is flipping burgers and dropping fries is insanely impressive, but equally pathetic. Like, there's no reason that you should have that kind of resume. Your resume should be on track. You know what I'm saying? He don't know what he wants to do with his life. He's just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? He probably quit the fast food job Because somebody was like, yo, I'll get you a job down here at Tony's Auto, you know what I mean, switching alternators out, you know what I'm saying, doing tune-ups, oil changes. How much it pay? They paid $27 an hour. Hey, taught him out, bro. I'm done. Threw off his apron, hit the manager and bounced with the Wendy's no-slip work joints on, right? Went down to the mechanic shop, was doing something, probably did an oil change, forgot to fill it back up with oil, sent them on their way. They didn't smoke their engine out like a crack house. It's crazy. Now he unemployed again. Now he talking stuff. Yeah, Tom ain't know what he was doing anyways. We had a Nissan come in, and he talking about, that's how he talking. He think it's a joke. He on the couch. You been out busting your butt all day. You done worked all, you know what I'm saying, 12 hours at the job. You didn't study for your bar exam, all kind of crazy stuff. You come home, he playing Call of Duty on the couch with a beer and some popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Nah. What do you mean is this is starting to feel like who he is? You think this is just a rough 8 months for him? The fact that he had those 3 wildly different jobs in the course of 8 months should let you know that he's willing to just do anything. He don't care. 1 minute he be selling roofing panels, and the next he work at AT&T selling phone cases. Like, yeah, they both sales, but they not the same. You know what I mean? So is it a red flag? Yeah, it's the biggest red flag. It's a red flag that you'll see at the U.S. embassies or something. That joint is waving, going crazy. You know what I mean? So what you need to do, you need to break up with Cuz. Definitely don't let him move in, because you let him stay like 3-4 nights, he might go down and file the, you need to evict me. He might say he got mail coming there. Now you got to let him stay. That's super nasty. You know what I mean? So what you need to do is you need to just say, yo, I'm going to chill. Or if you really like him, right, and you think maybe he got potential, give him an ultimatum. Say, yo, you got 6 months to find a career. Not a job, not something to hold you over. 6 months to find a career is bringing in viable income, and then this relationship could proceed the way it is right now. But I think we need to take a step back just a little bit so you can figure yourself out. That's just my advice to you. This is tricky because I don't know how you feel. Well, 8 months. Nah, break up with dude. Break up with Cuz. Let's leave it alone. Let's not waste time. I don't want to be the dude that gave you back. Just break up with him. Tell him it's over. You're a bum. Kick him to the curb, and maybe that kind of rejection will lead him to thrive in his next endeavor. That's my advice to you. Stay alert, stay alive. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. I hope you guys enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed you. And if so, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like this video. Matter of fact, leave me a comment, let me know what kind of advice you would have gave them. And who knows, maybe you got your own toxic tale to tell about a shady friend or an entanglement you need help untangling. If so, feel free to drop me a letter at the email provided below, and I'll make sure to read it in a future segment of Advice with Mike. Now, with that being said, our time together has come to an end. But just remember, stay alert, stay alive.